Exciting news in the cannabis world. You're about to hear something bold, because it's time the cannabis conversation changed. Effective Cannabis Newsletter and HashDash are officially partnering to create what's never been done before. A trusted bridge between science-backed medical education and personalized adult use support. This collaboration is more than content. It's a movement. We're combining real-world data, lived experience, and the clinical insights to build tools, guides, and resources that empower every kind of cannabis user. Whether you're a patient, a provider, or a curious consumer, this partnership is for you. Watch this video to learn what this collaboration means, why it matters, and how you can make informed choices. Let's shift the cannabis conversation and build something bold together.
At HashDash, what we're building is a platform to empower consumers to actually take control of their cannabis journey. Right now, many of us are in the backseat of this vehicle when it comes to cannabis. One, because it can be overwhelming and there's a lot of misinformation out there and poor guidance. And two, it can just be very intimidating. And where do you start? And so we wanted to bring in technology to help empower and break down some of those barriers to confusion and to digestible bits through our educational resources, but additionally through our algorithm, where we can help guide that consumer to a better outcome. And we wanted to partner with Effective Cannabis because that's very close and near aligned to what you're doing on the patient and the medical front. And I think back to what we were talking about earlier, there's number and powers. We can't do our mission alone. It's probably one of the biggest missions I think out there, which is empowerment and education. And it's something that's going to happen in perpetuity. To your point, there's new information, new data that changes what we knew or how we thought about X or Y. And so I think constantly partnering with others that are fighting for the same thing and are actually doing it for the benefit of the consumer and the right intention is the most important piece.
And that we're so aligned. The Effective Cannabis Newsletter was developed to educate the consumer so that they knew the information that would hit them for their pain points and what they're looking for. But it also would introduce them to people that are the leaders and the experts in this industry so that they could see where this information is coming from. We have a ton of information that is out there today. And understanding who are the experts that are going in this process and who are creating the content, who are studying the content, who are studying the plant is critical in understanding how this plant is moving forward. This is a new technology and this is a new industry, and building something around our health. We learned about lung health, cardiovascular systems a long time ago. We're just now learning about the endocannabinoid system, and it's a consistently evolving train of thoughts, education, new discoveries. We just had a webinar on flavonoids and understanding flavonoids. So it's really important that we have all this information and that people have a trusted source. And that's where I see that HashDash and Effective Cannabis come together, because we're bringing together the education and we're bringing together the tool to identify what is the symptom that you're looking to treat when you enter the dispensary. And then on the back end of that, we'll be adding more education so that you can find that education and dig a little deeper. But most people's first entry into cannabis is through a dispensary. And it is walking in cold without knowing anything and asking that person, I want to feel, let's just say, I don't want to be in as much pain as I'm in. That's different for every single person and how that's handled. And there's a lot of other factors that go around that. That person behind the counter doesn't know that. So that's where partnering together will allow us to give more information so that people can customize the benefit for their health of what they're trying to accomplish because no matter what you're looking for, everybody wants to live the absolute best quality of life possible. And learning about your endocannabinoid system and how it relates to your health is a big part of that. And that's been missing. And that's what we're hoping that this partnership will bring together.
I love that. Beautifully, beautifully articulated. And I think just for some statistical backing of some of this stuff, my co-founder used to do or be head of SEO for Wayfair.com and then Kayak.com. And when we were first looking into how do we provide the most value for consumers, what we found is that search volume on Google for individuals typing in strain that helps with anxiety, best strains for migraines, etc. The search volume for that is equal and in some scenarios higher than people searching for beds and couches every single month, which is a staggering statistic when you think of the fact that, I don't know, most of us have beds and couches in our house. And so that really showed us, wow, there's demand, that most people are starting their education journey online. Are the current systems, platforms, blogs, resources that they have out there, are they really doing a good job providing a solution to that query on Google? And then you take it a step further and maybe they land on a dispensary. Is the dispensary actually giving them the education, the resources, the guidance, and to your point, understanding the nuance of the consumer well? And I think if I were to give it a score, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 10, quite honestly, across the board. And so we felt there's got to be a better way to help facilitate and provide a solution for that consumer. And then who else is doing education really well and is focusing on the right things and providing credible, accurate data? And that's why, to your point, this partnership exists. And it's why we then built a science advisory board of a PhD, an MD, and a PharmD, because we were like, listen, at the end of the day, we don't try to say we're the experts. We try to partner with people that we believe are credible, that are experts, that can speak to experience. And we have some of that too as well, and put our best foot forward and hold ourselves accountable and to a higher standard, as I think we all should in this industry. And I think aligning ourselves with the right partnerships can do exactly that. And the benefit and the return is for that of the consumer, which we are both very much obsessed with.